your song starts to take off, and with the success of that song, where did it like? Did you start touring? Did you start putting in more work? What did that all look like?
I mean, shit, that was still back in high school. That was motherfucking what? 04? 06? My stupid ass. 06? I mean, we was still shorty shit. The rap scene hadn't even, it wasn't really popping at that point in time in Chicago.
Yep. Dope. So live, another episode of Adversity Kings. So we got a special guest today. We got King Louie from Chicago. How you doing, bro?
I'm good. How you?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Awesome to finally have you out. I like to just kind of jump right into this. So first and foremost, were you born in Chicago?
Yeah.
Born in Chicago. So what part of Chicago were you born in?
West side of Chicago.
So born and raised west side of Chicago.
Uh-huh.
What was growing up for you like?
Shit, it was fun. Shit, it was fun. You know, we was in the hood. It was fun though. It was live. I had a very fun childhood.
So who did you cling on to the most, like as like a child, like a mentor, an individual that like you kind of like came up with, you know, whether that be like maybe your dad or, you know, a bigger brother or like
my uncle.
Uncle?
Chops. That's, you know.
Was he in the music industry also?
No, that's just, you know what I'm saying? He raised me.
Okay.
You know, so.
Cool. So I guess coming up, what school did you go to? What, like, did you play any sports?
Yeah, I played sports. I went to when I was out west. The only one I can remember the name of was Corkery, Daniel J. Corkery. I went there to like 7th grade, and then I transferred. I went to Bradwell, that's over east, and shit. I played basketball there, you know. But I ain't really take it. I wasn't trying to be no hooper, no shit. I just was playing basketball.
When did you start to get into music?
Shit, I've been recording my like early high school. They had something at a mall called Ford City. We down there was like 8th grade, and we used to go there. It was so much you get like 2 takes, and you know what I'm saying. I've been writing since 5th, 6th grade. It was for long as I remember. I always wrote raps, but I never recorded anything until I was in 8th grade.
Yeah. Was it more like battle rap, like just street rap, just doing for fun, like just because everybody was doing it, and then you? I mean,
it really wasn't back then. It wasn't everybody was doing the thing. It was just something I liked to. I like to do, like how you said about basketball shit. That was my basketball, so I used to practice and just write. I had hella notepads of shit I never recorded.
Who inspired you? Like, who were some of your favorite artists, or like people you were like, damn, I really wish.
Tupac.
Yeah. What's the
No Limit.
No Limit?
Yeah.
What's some of your favorite songs for Tupac?
Back then, Hit 'Em Up. Me and My Girlfriend. It was dope how he twisted that. It was about a gun. That was dope as hell to me back as a kid. I used to love like guns and shit. California Love, To Live and Die LA. That kind of inspired me to write Live and Die in Chicago. There's a bunch of Pac got that shit.
Yeah.
I was just a big
That's
Tupac
what my dad
fan.
loved.
Yeah.
I was listening to Hail Mary earlier today.
Yeah, Hail Mary, all that. That beat was dope as hell back then.
I remember my mom, she loved Changes. Always playing Changes.
But all Pac, you know what I'm saying, it's just timeless music.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. So you start writing 5th, 6th grade. You kind of capitalize more on it when you start to record in high school. When did you really start to catch some stride and start to experience success with it?
Senior year. Because I really, during high school, it was like, I never really told people I rap. Probably like my peers, like bro, used to come to the studio with me. It was one of the guys, crib named E. We used to record at, but I just used to do mixtapes, or not. They weren't even mixtapes. I just used to do burn CDs with all my songs on it, and I pass them out. But I got kicked out of school, not 8th grade, but senior year I was kicked out of Hyde Park, and we put out we had a song off the Shauna song, Getting Some Head. We had remixed that, and then we put it on the CD and just as well as other songs, passed it out. And then that's just how everybody in the city started taking to it.
So is that the song that like really caught getting some head? That one like
That was the song.
Shauna,
it was Shauna's song, her original song. We just remixed it. We just, you know what I'm saying, did the freestyle.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I got kicked out my sophomore year of high school.
Damn.
Yeah, so I got
For
kicked
what?
out for fighting. I was always fighting. Both my parents went away by the time I was 10.
You look like a fighting motherfucker. Like
I was always scrapping. I grew up in the South, like the dirty South, Arkansas, right outside of Little Rock.
My brothers went to Pine Bluff, Arkansas.
For real, Pine Bluff's real close to where I grew up, real close. So when my mom got out first and she raised us in Pittsburgh, I was the darkest kid there, which I'm real light skinned. So I was always just, if someone said something sideways, I was just gonna fight. But it lined up nice because I do life insurance now. Getting into life insurance, you don't need a degree, you just need a license, and you just can't have anything too crazy on your record. So luckily, by the time I was 18, I got into some legal trouble, but not a lot, but enough to get into selling insurance.
Oh, that's decent. I can dig it.
So, and then my mentor in this, he's been in this for 16 years, but he's from he's from Youngstown, and he was, you know what I mean, he was doing different things and got into this, but took that same mindset and just ran it up in insurance.
Yeah.
So I'm his partner here, but he's got 26 of these offices all around.
Oh, that's what's up, man. That's slick.
Absolutely. We actually just got Ryan Shazier. I don't know if you follow any Pittsburgh Steelers of football. So he was a linebacker. Really. He got paralyzed.
Oh, yeah.
Came back. He's walking now, but he's actually affiliated with our agency out there in Pittsburgh.
Oh, that's what's up, bro.
But I remember coming up Black and Yellow drop with Wiz Khalifa.
Uh-huh.
But I swear to God, I remember hearing Live and Die in Chicago, being in Pittsburgh. You said it dropped 2014?
Yeah.
So I was still in Pittsburgh until 2018, 2019. And it's so funny to come out here, and then I started DMing you probably 6 months to a year ago because I was like, I need to get plugged into like just bigger people. Like there's too many small-minded people. You know what I mean? Like for where I wanted to go, I was like, I need to find somebody way more valuable in the local area that I can plug into regardless of what it costs, time, resources, whatever I could do to get access to like big people that are plugged into the area and start to try to work my way up. And then I came across your profile, and you know, a year later I was able to line this up. So this is dope. So your song starts to take off, and with the success of that song, where did it like? Did you start touring? Did you start putting in more work? What did that all look like?
I mean, shit, that was still back in high school. That was motherfucking what? 04? 06? My stupid ass. 06? I mean, we was still shorty shit. The rap scene hadn't even, it wasn't really popping at that point in time in Chicago.
Yep.
Like for our wave or whatever. So it's just like, this was probably like 5 years, 6 years before shit really started taking off, you know?
Yep.
So it was just like shit. At that point in time, I just burn up my mixtapes. This back, I wouldn't even call them mixtapes because they weren't mixtapes. These songs weren't even mixtapes. You can't even then find these songs. But I used to just burn up CDs with a bunch of songs.
Yeah.
Like 16 songs or whatever. And I would drive, me and my homies, we would just drive around and pass them out throughout the whole city. Like South Side, East Side. You know, we'd go everywhere and pass them out. And that's how I got my buzz in the city.
Yes.
Off just passing my shit out.
How many hours and like what did that look like? You know what I mean? The dedication and the
discipline, it was
commitment.
Now that I think, I can't even really pinpoint all the time and hours. It was just some shit we was doing. Like, you know, it was just like shit, just fun, like playing the game. But I go to the studio someday. We just sit down, burn mixtapes, burn CDs. I mean, you know, back when people was listening to CDs, and we just burn them up and shit. Just ride around the city smoking, just passing the motherfuckers out.
Yep. I remember studying. I don't know if I watched the movie before. I was studying Tupac a little bit, and it was like just talking about some of these nights that these cats will put into the studio in addition to working on different things. Like Tupac as an individual, of like people don't realize one how intelligent and how hard working the dude was, of like working on movies while being in the studio, nights on nights on nights. In addition to just networking and marketing and putting all this material out there, it's crazy because when I look at like industries where it's like hard to like maintain and like get traction or grow up into, like I feel like the financial services industry is like easy when I compare it to like music, you know what I mean, nowadays, because I feel like everybody be trying to do a little bit of music. You got SoundCloud, you got Spotify, you got YouTube. It's really accessible, where like back when you were starting off, you had to do the CDs. Do you think it was easier transitioning into technology? Has it really kind of revamped where it's like, I don't know if anybody does CDs anymore. I feel like everybody's digital.
I mean, back then it was just like that was the a CD shit, especially with the music that was on there, because the music that was on the CD, you can't find it nowhere.
Yeah.
It's not on the internet. It's not on nothing. So it was good for me, as far as the CDs or burning it up and everything like that. It made it feel more personal.
Yep.
And type to you just get on your phone, it's like you actually met me when you got it type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was a plus. It was a major plus for me back then.
What are some of your favorite memories with just your career?
The reaction I see when people, like, at first, back when I was doing it, motherfuckers ain't even know how I look. So then I gradually started meeting people that was shooting videos, and I think my first video was I'm Arrogant, and it was a hard ass song, but it was just dope to people. Like, damn, it was like I put a face to the voice or whatever, and people, it probably took a year for motherfuckers probably to know, like, the city to how I looked and who I actually was.
Yep. Like putting two and two together.
Like, for people that, like, I didn't give a CD to.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, this dude, like, that's how he looked. You know what I'm saying? So
yes.
that was pretty slick.
The realization of
that was fun to me, that whole experience.
Yes, that's dope. So now with, I guess, as you started to experience that success in music, you passing out the CDs, it's starting to take off. As it continues to grow, what did that look like? You know what I mean? From it growing and building up your career up until this point now, what did all that look like? What did that consist of, and what are the details with that?
I mean, shit, it was just life shit, you know? I really don't let that type of shit get to me or beef. It's just, cause I don't know. I never really thought about it. You know what I'm saying? It's still me.
Flow.
Yeah, I just go with the flow. It's still me. You know what I'm saying? It's just shit. It's dope, but we was always like cool kids in school and everything like that. So it's just, you know, I don't really let it get to me. I never really paid attention to that.
So, and then cause you mentioned like coming up with your circle and just being tight with that. Do you feel like those individuals you kept in your circle, like, you stayed tight in there, and that's kind of what also helped you maintain stability and grow into the success that you've had as well, if that makes sense?
I mean, yeah, some of my peers, everybody, like, some of the guys, they hooped. It's just like I was just dedicated to my craft. So I've motivated myself a lot just to see, like, the reaction I get from people, the way my music make people feel. So that's kind of like, that's what keep me going and shit, to see people that, you know what I'm saying, that are interested in what I do, my product of me.
What's the biggest live event you've ever done?
I mean, I went when I was on tour with Chance the Rapper. Shout out my bro Chance the Rapper. We was doing sold out arenas and shit like that.
Damn.
So that was slick.
Yeah. Now, seeing the reaction in the crowd too, was that like, were you playing Live and Die in Chicago and everything like that? Is that your best song, would you say? Like, most popular?
I mean, shit, probably to other people, yeah, but it's like I might like some shit ain't nobody heard. You know what I'm saying?
What's your favorite song?
Like I say, I might like some shit. I got so much stuff, bro. I can't really say, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like me.
Yes.
So I can't really say, like, yeah, this is my favorite song. So, and sometimes I really don't listen. Like, I listen to the music so much before it's out. I really don't listen to it when you guys finally get it. So it might be some shit that ain't even out yet. I can't really pinpoint, like, yeah, this is my favorite joint.
Do you have a spot? Like, I went to Nashville this last year, and we were there for a work conference. They took us through studios and shit like that. We talked to a few writers, and it really opened my eyes to, like, this process. It was a different style of music that, you know what I mean, individuals we were talking to and interviewing, but at the same point, it's the same industry, so I feel like there's some commonality with, like, the process of writing and reviewing and recording and then all the editing and then all that shit that goes into it. Do you have like a routine with your writing, or a spot where it's like you feel like this is where I'm gonna write the best?
No, it's just a feeling. or how the beat make me feel or some shit or the, you know what I'm saying?
Getting in that creative zone and then going with the flow.
And sometimes I'm more creative to me when I'm in the morning.
Yeah.
So I'm more productive in the morning. So sometimes I might not even write. I might just like mumble in the phone and then I make those words. That's how I did living down in Chicago.
Yes.
Until I meet Selena. Matter of fact, it was till I meet Selena. Until living down in Chicago, I did that in the studio, just off the top with Rich LaReal.
Damn.
So sometimes it just be like on some creative shit. Like when I will write, I feel like I create better in the morning.
Yep.
I just be feeling thankful to be, you know what I'm saying, wake up again and just another
Start
day.
the day with the gratitude.
And it's just positive energy and I just, you know, knock some shit out.
Yep. Absolutely. So what's kind of like your future visions and like what you're working on now and like, you know, what's the future aspirations and visions you have?
Get some more project. Release a project. I'm trying to get this Life with Louie project out, and probably do some more films and shit like that. You know, just keep going.
Music
hard.
videos or
no, like movies,
so
shit like that.
you got movies?
TV shows.
Okay.
I've been on like little slight shit, but shit like that though.
Yep. Just keep going with the flow and whatever
Yeah,
like comes out, see if you fuck with it and just
Yeah.
kind of capitalize on those opportunities.
Being a great father, a family, you know what I'm saying? Be there for my family and all that type of shit, all that cool shit.
So you got kids. What
I got a kid.
You got a kid.
I got one daughter.
A daughter?
Yeah.
So how old is she?
She 14.
So you gonna try to get her into music too, or?
I mean, I'm gonna get in whatever she want to get in.
Yep.
Nobody, my man, my daddy ain't make me do this shit. It's something I chose. That's why, you know, you gotta have your own passion for something. Nobody made me do anything, so I'm not gonna make my daughter do something, especially if she don't want to do it. So whatever her passion is, whatever she want to do, you know what I'm saying, I gotta support her.
Yep. So kind of with like, you know, I feel like your philosophy on like, you know, music and your success, it's always been kind of like you're very passionate about it and you just go with the flow and just show up and keep doing the work. The show's called Adversity Kings, even though it's real nonchalant, but I've always been fascinated with seeing like what's the adversity people have had to overcome to get to the success that they've had. Because anytime anybody has any level of success, even though I'm young, I've always seen that there's always been devils they've had to overcome to get to them next levels. So it's one thing I'm always curious on, like what's the hardest adversity you've had to overcome in your life?
Shit, self-love. And just, you know what I'm saying, you gotta love, you gotta love yourself. Out of my whole life, just seeing everybody growing up and you just gotta love yourself. And, you know what I'm saying, more than anything, you gotta be there for yourself so that you can be there for others. So that's my biggest thing, like just learning how to love myself.
Yep. It's kind of like with the starting the day with the gratitude. That's one thing I like when I started here, like my mentor, like always like, yo, you just got to start the day with like, what's your vision for the day and what are you grateful for? So that's a big thing, I feel like.
And a lot of it's like just love, just period. Learning how to love. And, you know, growing up, you really didn't hear love and all that shit too much, you know. So that's my biggest thing still, just like self-love.
Yep.
And teaching others how to love themselves so you can bring out the best in you for others, you know.
Yes. I'm thinking also, I want to kind of retrack. Did you, when you were coming up in the game and you passing out the CDs and shit like that, were you trying to like hit up like DJs too? I've had a few DJs get on, and I know they were like trying to do anything and everything to get out there and do parties.
Did I hit up DJs? You said?
Yeah, like hey, I'll come out and perform at your party.
That shit came with it, you know.
Yep.
It was just
they would hit you up.
Yeah, like gradually, it was just people would reach out for features and all that. And I never really reached out because we you know what I'm saying, I was just started doing it, so I didn't really know any DJs. But later on down the line, I did get in tune, like a couple years down the line, did get into tune with Sean Mack. He did my hosted my first mixtape.
Okay.
So if you something like that, that'll be like the first person I reached out to was Sean Mack.
Who's
motherfucker used to get. I'm sorry for cutting.
No, you good, bro.
Used to get in tune with 92.3.
Okay.
My bro Shondell, he had, used to get he got one of my joints on the radio, so that was like stepping stone for a motherfucker to have just hear yourself on the radio or whatever. That was pretty slick back then. But other than that, it was just shit, mostly just like getting out, networking on my own, just meeting people. Cause I never really took it that serious until I started passing it out and people started like talking about it. Then that's when the internet and all that shit started. You feel me, popping.
So if someone wanted you to, I'm just like generally curious, like thinking down the road. You know what I mean? Like if someone wanted you to come like perform like at a private party or event, like would it be like 50 bands, like 100 bands? Because I've been hitting up some like I've been trying. Some people will respond to me like, and some people like these big people respond and get on the podcast and they're like, we need 30 bands. I'm like, fuck, dude. Like,
I mean, shit. If motherfucker wanna book me, they just we'll talk about that when they trying to book me. You feel me?
Yes, I feel that 100%.
Like
I feel that 100%.
We'll figure it out.
I feel like I gotta have a King Louie party in the next couple of years, bro.
Yeah, make it
in
happen.
Chicago.
We'll look out for you.
Absolutely. So, I guess some of my my next questions is there passions outside of music? Are there things you're like that you really fuck with outside of music?
Yeah, shit. Like, man, like I say, I done did a little slight acting and shit. I'm a silly individual, you know, so I just like to, you know, have fun and things of that nature. Being a great dad, I love being a dad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's my, you know what I'm saying, my number one passion.
Yep.
Being a great father. Shit, just chilling with my own family and everything like that. I'm really like a simple guy, you know.
Yep.
You know.
So with the acting and kind of like the silly part of that, I just had a stand-up comedian on here, and I just told Aiden, I was like, we got to get more comedians on here. You like any stand-up you like comedy, shit like that, or?
Yeah, I love comedy. I don't do comedy. I'm just
okay.
I'm a funny dude. Like
yes.
If you know me, you know like I'm a silly individual.
Yeah. Who are some of the stand-up comedians you like, or some of the comedians you like?
You talking about like that's?
It don't got to be a stand-up comedian. It could just be somebody that's funny.
Shit, my guys, Shaky, Skinbone, Corporate. It's a lot of their ass. That's what people I know.
Okay. Now are they like on any shows or?
They from Chicago. They
okay.
They you know what I'm saying, they the guys from Chicago. And shit.
Are they stand-up comedians?
I mean they can do stand up, I guess, but they do like the what would you call it, bro? Skits. They do skits and shit like that.
Dude, we might have to get them on.
Yeah, I'll get you in tune.
Let me know for sure.
Shit, DC Young Fly, I done did work with him.
For real? That would be I wonder what it would be to get him on too. I would like that too.
And then the comedians like growing up, Martin, Chris Tucker.
Chris Tucker, Bernie bro, Mac, was funny as me and my mom used to watch Rush Hour all the time.
Yeah, man. So
Fridays, Rush Hour. Well, the first Friday, Chris Tucker didn't. Mike Epps was funny as hell.
Mike Epps definitely. Shit, one of my favorite movies, Harlem Nights. Hella comedians.
I've seen Harlem Nights.
Yeah, that's a classic. It's a throwback classic, man. Funny and like it's a dope ass one of my favorite movies.
That's my only passion outside of like work and working out is probably movies.
Yeah, I like watching movies too. I sit in the crib and watch movies all day.
That's it. I be learning like everything I need to know about business just from the movies I watch, and just taking that. I really like Power. You watch Power at all?
Yeah, I fuck with it.
I fuck with the Powers.
Yeah, I just watched House of Gucci. You saw that?
I don't know if I saw House of Gucci. Is it from 50 Cent too? Or no, it's
the
movie.
New movie. That's what I think Lady Gaga and that shit.
It looked clean. The acting looked, when I was seeing the previews and everything, it looked clean.
It was a good movie to me. It was decent.
Yeah, that looked clean. It just kind of looked like the moral of it was just like the corrupt rise to power and take over of Gucci, but some desire and passion
That's what anything in life. That's
all of it.
C'est la vie. You know, that's life. It's life. Everything ain't nothing sweet. So
nothing sweet. Nothing at all. So, I guess my next question as we wrap up, you know, here. I mean, this has been, I think, short but solid. You know what I mean? A lot of good shit in here. Kind of, you know, I kind of touched on it already, but if you had like a top 2 or 3, I always ask everybody this, top 2 or 3 favorite movies, what would they be for you? It's hard to, like somebody like me, I got to keep a list.
Okay. I don't gotta keep no list. Like lately, I've just been watching Money Talks. That's one.
I feel like I definitely seen Money Talks. Is
Yeah,
that the dude with the
with Chris Tucker
and the white
Charlie
dude?
Sheen?
Yes. Yes, that was funny as shit.
Friday,
Yup.
and then shit. I say Harlem Nights.
Yup.
Cause that was like comedy, but it was still gangster as hell too. Like that's
Yeah.
a dope movie.
Yup.
On the comedy side, like you know what I'm saying. On the movies, but them I can just watch them just over and over and over and over and over and over.
Yup.
Like and it give you it's just like the feeling I get when I watch it. I also like if we can go for I also like All About the Benjamins is one of my favorites as well.
I feel like I've seen that movie.
With,
Is that the Jamaican movie?
No, it's with Mike Epps and with Ice Cube and Mike Epps.
Yes.
About when they won the lottery and shit.
Yes.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites as well. But the top three, Money Talks, Friday. I damn near say Friday, then Money Talks, and then Harlem Nights.
Now, have you ever met Ice Cube?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy to think because you probably met a lot of these people going around in my head right now. Now, who's the coolest features that you've done either for or had feature on some of your songs that you're like, that's dope as shit?
Coolest feature shit, Kanye West.
That's crazy. And he's from Chicago too.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy to think when I look at like all this talent that has evolved from Chicago. Because like you said, like if I do reflect back to like even though I was like 10 years old in 2006, I still don't remember. You know what I mean? Even though if I look in comparison to with it now of like Kanye, yourself, G Herbo, all these cats. You know what I mean? Chance. You know what I mean? That's 5 really big people right there. And there's a lot of talent. Chief Keef, he's from Chicago.
Yeah, it's a lot of we're talented.
Like crazy
city.
Talented.
Me and Herb went to the same high school.
For real?
Yeah.
That's insane, dude.
So it's just like how, it's just.
I like this. I think for me, cause
I'm sorry, I think Busta Rhymes and damn near Jay-Z went to the same high school or something like that.
Damn.
If I'm not mistaken, I think they went to the same high school, but I might.
I think for me, I really fuck with like the soul. You can feel like the soul of the music in Chicago. It almost has, it's like you can catch like a darker vibe in it, but I feel like for me it's more like just like a relatable, like a soul feel, like when you listening to the different styles. But I always find like this correlation of like I feel a lot of like life in the music.
It's down like blues.
Yeah, there's a different level, like especially with like Herbo or like even when I'm listening to like Living Down Chicago, like just that feel, like that's the shit I'll put on in the gym and like just go to a different world. You know what I mean? Like for me personally, how I listen to music is I hear like the music before I hear the lyrics, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like I feel it, and then down the road as I keep listening to it over and over again, the lyrics start to make sense.
Start to dissect the lyrics and shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's I can dig it, man. But yeah.
Exactly. So, I mean, as we wrap up, I don't really want to just ask stupid-ass questions, and that's probably pretty much the gist of what I wanted to ask. Is there anything you wanted to, like, talk on or...
I mean, I don't mind talking to you. You ask more shit.
I think... I can't think of... Hard work's the key to luck. I always tell these cats, because we're in sales. So, like, the only talent we got is we got to be stubborn enough to just keep picking up the phone. Like, you ever seen Wolf of Wall Street?
Yeah, that's a dope movie too.
That's all. Like, that's basically our culture. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to get rich here, you're gonna have to just spend the next few years of just keep picking up the phone and selling. You're gonna get lucky. You know what I mean? Man.
You just gotta, and that's why I say you gotta, cause sometimes shit'll make you feel like think bad down on yourself. So it's like that's why I say, before you do any of this shit, you gotta kind of love yourself. To me, like you gotta want to just keep giving. Like sometimes you might not have the drive, but so you gotta be the fuel.
I think that's where my faith probably has helped me a lot in the last like 5 years, because I see a lot of young cats come into this business and just fuck it up because they'll either fuck the money up or they'll get fucked up in their heads because they stop loving themselves,
or they just be lost in the sauce. A lot of motherfuckers don't even be who they don't. They be trying to be somebody instead of being
selling their souls.
Themselves. I guess that's what you can call it.
I don't know.
There's motherfuckers that ain't got none of that. I wouldn't really say sell their souls. It's just like You probably seen somebody that was just was the shit and just gave up because the motherfucker they weren't getting the reaction they thought they instead of just keep going. You know what I'm saying? So like I remember like I was like used to be embarrassed to tell my friends that I rap, my peers, until I let them hear the shit. And then once they heard it, they, you know what I'm saying, they supported it and they was fucking with it. So it's like, but I liked it, but I was scared to let them hear it. I should have been like, man, let motherfucker hear it. And type of, so, but when I finally did, it's like, bro, you tweaking that. You could have, you know what I'm saying? So you just gotta believe in yourself more than anything. That's what I always tell anybody that want to know, like, yeah, what's the recipe, man? You gotta self-belief. You know, you gotta believe in yourself, self-love. You feel me?
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. I was just reading this morning. All it is mindset. Believing in yourself. Are you into shoes at all?
I mean, yeah, shit.
Just
I
whatever
wear
you
them.
like.
I ain't really no motherfucker that be like, yeah. If they nice, I fuck with them. You know.
Yeah.
Depending on what they is.
Kind of a flow. If you're feeling it, you're gonna grab it.
Like, yeah.
Is that the same with like all your like designer shit? Like if you fuck with it, it's like that's what I'm gonna go with?
I like, you know what I'm saying? I just like comfortable shit. I ain't really like no label whore, no shit like that. Just like that shit. I really don't give no fuck about none of that type of shit. But, you know, I just like comfortable shit, you know?
Yup, I feel you. Anything, any other good questions or anything else you think?
I say, you know, Off-Whites and Yeezys.
Yeah.
You know?
Was he from Chicago too? Was it Virgil, the individual that passed away? Off-Whites?
Shit.
Was he from Chicago, Aiden? I always be Googling everything. Dwayne Wade, I know he was. I'd be looking this up every other week. Anything you guys, any people y'all want to shout out, anything, businesses, if people want to do business with you, where can they find you?
Oh, man, motherfucker want to do something with me, man, just hit me up on IG, King Louie.
Yep.
We can go from there.
King Louie on IG. That's what I did.
Shout out to the guys, man. Free the guys, man.
So that's a wrap, y'all. Varsity Kings. Thank you again for your time, King Louie.
Tony.
We out.